سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. وبعد السلام عليكم, my brothers and sisters in Islam. My name is Muhammad Awad. I'm an indigenous from Nigeria, indigenous of Niger State, a Niger State, a village called Go inside Tilokogo. That's where I'm from, that's my town, that's my village. I'm in River tribe. This is my number 41 video. So I come to this Lagos not far from television, so I'm living in Lagos in our area. Lagos State in our area. Masala Chas and Lagos, so every time you come to that mall, that's why I find it the one I'm living. My evidence is silence, responsible, because what I'm saying. So today's topic is about some errors in the translation of Quran. Some errors, meaning errors, the correction of the errors in the translation of the Holy Quran. You see, Allah mentioned Hindan man in the Masjid al-Haram, which is in Surah Al-Anfal, chapter 81, verse 34-35. Said, وَمَا لَكُمْ أَلَّا يُعَذِّبَهُمُ اللَّهُ وَهُمْ يَصُدُّونَ عَنِ الْمَسْجِدِ الْحَرَامِ وَمَا كَانُوا أَوْلِيَاءُهُمْ إِنْ أَوْلِيَاؤُهُمْ إِلَّا الْمُتَّقُونَ وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَهُمْ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. Say, why they hinder men in the Masjid al-Haram and then there's no his guidance? None can be his guardian except fears. وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَهُمْ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. But most of them know not. Then verse 35 said, وما كان صلاته عند البيت المتكئ وتصديات فذوقوا العذاب بما كنتم تكفرون. Their salat in the house of Allah in Kaaba at Mecca was nothing but a wasting and a clapping of hands. Therefore, test the punishment of what you used to disbelieve. Therefore, test the punishment of what you used to disbelieve. You see, and then when you look at our salat today, the louding and hiding that Muslims are doing their salat is not written inside the Quran. Therefore, the Quran has cast outside, has rejected, and then throw it back to them. A way that Allah choose for us, meaning the third part of Quran, a way that Allah choose for us, a way but fully way between, there's no Imam has ever explained about it. Then that one, are they trying to tell us that Prophet Muhammad didn't deliver the message? So you see, when you look at it, their salat in the house of Allah, in Kaaba at Mecca, was nothing but a wasting and the clapping of hands. Look at it here. Look at the verses here. It's nothing but a wasting and the clapping of hands. Therefore, tell them the punishment of what you did to believe. So this hinder man, where they are hindering people from part of Allah, which is Muslim, you see writing inside the curve of the translation of the Holy Quran. They think that the writing inside the curve of the translation of the Quran is an explanation of the Quran. Then it's not explanation of the Quran. But what is it? That is where the hinder men used to mislead Muslims from part of Allah. That is where the Hindu men in the Masjid al-Haram used to mislead people from Muslim from part of Allah. So, now some error in the translation of the Holy Quran. When we go to Surah Al-Ibrahim, chapter 14 of the Holy Quran, verse 48 says, يوم تبدل الأرض غير الأرض والسماوات وبرزوا لله الواحد القهار. The day when the earth will be changed to another earth, so will be the seventh heaven, so will be the heaven. وبرزوا لله الواحد القهار, and then we will appear before Allah, the one irresistible. They say يوم تبدل الأرض غير الأرض والسماوات وَبَرَزُوا لِلَّهِ الْوَاحِدِ الْقَهَّارِ. The day when this earth will be changed to another earth. The day when Allah will change this universe, because Allah talk of seven heaven. In the universe, that is where earth is. Seven earth, seven heaven. All together is in the universe. Then Allah said, the day when this earth will be changed to another earth, meaning when this universe will be changed to another universe. wasamawati. Wasamawati, you see that is plural of some heaven. That is seven heaven. All together in another earth. And then all the creation of Almighty Allah, all the creation will appear before Allah, the one irresistible. Then Allah said in Surah Al-Qamar, chapter 41 of Quran, chapter 54 of Quran, verse 50 said, وَمَا أَمْرُنَا إِلَّا وَاحِدَةٍ كَلَمْهِ الْبَصَرِ. Our command is but one as a twinkle of an eye. Before you know it, you have. Before you know it, before you twinkle your eyes, Allah has changed this earth to another earth. Allah has changed this universe to another universe. And then you will find yourself appear before Allah. Look at what the verse is saying inside the whole world. But the criminal Arab, this is what Allah is saying in the whole world, but they are not explaining that one to the Muslim. What they are explaining, they say that in the day of resurrection, angel will come. They will fall sand like a mat. They will be falling sand like a mat. Allah will send the angel, they will be falling sand like a mat. And then that lie, I think it has been long, they have been lying. So you see, that lie is error. That is error in the translation of the Quran. Look at the verse here. يوم تبدل الأرض غير السماوات يوم تبدل الأرض غير الأرض والسماوات وبرزوا لله الواحد القهار. The day when Allah will change this earth to another earth, so will be the heaven. وبرزوا لله, all the creation will appear before Allah, the one irresistible. Then Allah said in Surah Al-Qamar, chapter 54 of the Quran, verse 50 said, وَمَا أَمْرُنَا إِلَّا وَاحِدَةٍ كَلَمْهِ. Our command is but one as a twinkle of an eye. Before you know it, Allah has changed this earth to another earth. Before you twinkle the eye, you find yourself appear before Allah. Then they will now say that Allah will take. Look at what is written in Quran. But they come, what they are telling Muslims is different. Look at what is written in Quran. Instead of them to explain it to Muslims, no, they went for and they tell it another thing to me. So that angel and on the day of resurrection, Allah will send angel. They will be falling sand like a mat. So you see that line and the line, the whole one has cast it outside, has rejected. The whole one has rejected. That one is error that they are telling you. So the one that is written in one, Allah says, يَوْمَ تُبَدَّلَ الْأَرْضَ غَيْرَ الْأَرْضِ وَالسَّمَاوَاتُ وَبَرَزُوا لِلَّهِ الْوَاحِدِ الْقَهَّارِ. The day Allah will change this earth to another earth, so will be the heaven. And then all the creation will appear before Allah, the one irresistible. Then Allah said in Surah Al-Qamar chapter 54 verse 50 said, وَمَا أَمْرُنَا إِلَّا وَاحِدَةٍ كَلَمْهِ الْبَصَرِ. Our command is but one as a twinkle of an eye. Before you know it, Allah has changed this earth. Before you took the eye, Allah has changed this earth to another earth. Before you took the eye, you find yourself appear before Allah. That's it. So that's it. Then again, when we come to the judge, meaning head of the Muslim. And as I said, the verse in Surah Al-Amr, that is in Surah Al-Baqarah, the third part, verse 285, said, آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليك من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير. They say, believe in Allah, believe in Messenger and what He has been said, and the mu'minin and the believers. Whoever believes in Allah and His angel and His book and His hadith and then and His messenger, then Allah said, لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله. Don't come in between one another of His messenger. Then we say, وقالوا سمعنا, we hear, وأطعنا, and then we obey. غفرانك, oh Allah, forgive us. وإليك المصير, and then to you is the return of all. Look at it here. Look at the verse here. Amen also. Then Allah warned us, لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله. don't come in between one another of his messenger. La nufarriq. Don't come in between one another of his messenger. Don't say that because of Allah is one that prefer messenger above than each other. فَضَّلْنَا الرُّسُلَ بَعْدَ الرُّسُلِ فَضَّلْنَاهُمْ بَعْدَهُمْ عَلَى بَعْدٍ. Allah is one that prefer them above each other. But he warned you, say, La nufarriqu. Don't come in between one another of his messenger. Don't say that because of this messenger, Allah has preferred him, has preferred him than this one. Then you like this one than this one. Don't say that because of Allah has preferred this messenger than this one. Then you now say that you like this one than this one. If you do that, you have come in between another of his messengers. So Allah said, word of saying, La nufarriqu, don't come in between another of his messengers. So you see, then you see all the messengers, we will have taken them as a messenger of Almighty Allah, the prophet of Almighty Allah. They prefer it, Allah prefer them, that is in between the messenger and Allah. So you now leave that one between the messenger, between the prophet of Almighty Allah and Allah. We also Muslim, Allah has created them. There's rich man, there's poor, there's cripple, there's one that's blind, the one that is seeing, the one that is sitting, or sitting, the one that is standing. All what we do, we call ourselves Muslim. By doing so, we have by taking prophet as one, meaning we take them as all prophet of Almighty Allah, or they are prophet of Almighty Allah. Then we will become as a one community, as a Muslim. Our head will be together. With the poor, with the rich, with any, all our head will be together. Look at it. Then, meaning by obeying the law, where Allah said, La nufarriqu, that word that Allah said, La nufarriqu, by the Muslim. Don't come in between one another of this messenger. Don't say that because of this messenger, Allah prefer him that this one, then you like this one than this one. Don't come in between. Allah is one that prefer them. But he asks you, say, La nufarriqu, don't come in between them. The one that prefer them each other, then he now asks you, say, La nufarriqu, don't come in between. Then you see, we as a Muslim, you will not take them as one, or they are prophet of Almighty Allah. Then that preferred is between them and Allah. We now leave that one. We also Muslim, Allah created us. There's rich man, there's poor man, there's blind, the one that see, the one that is sitting, the one that is on the sun. All we take ourselves as ummah. You see, and then by doing so, our head will be together. By obeying the law, la nufarriqu. But by disobeying that law, that's why you see today, Muslims, they used to call that Prophet Muhammad is greater than all the prophet. Allah prefer him than all the prophets. That's why, because of they have come in between one another of his messenger. That's why you see today Muslims, they say that Prophet Musa is Allah prefer him than all the messengers, all the prophets. That's why you see today Muslims say that Prophet Musa have his own hadith. Allah send his own. Allah send his hadith. What is Quran? And then create messenger which is Prophet Musa, and then send him with his hadith to go and deliver the message. Then instead of Musa to go and deliver the message exactly what Allah said, he now went for it and got his own hadith personally, according to what other Imams said. So see, that's why you see today, some of them say that Prophet Musa have his own hadith. As a result of that, you see, by disobeying the law of La nufarriqu, Allah warned us. That's why today you see that some of them say that Prophet Musa have his own sunnah, and then the sunnah that you are seeing, there's no one can do it except Almighty Allah. Sunnah is all the command of Almighty Allah that never change. Sunnah means all the command of Almighty Allah that never change. Sunnah means all the natural things that Allah created that never change. Okay, now wait for the user of Prophet. Say that Prophet have sunnah. As a result of that, that's why you see some people say that Prophet Muhammad is Prophet Muhammad is greater than is even greater than Allah. That's what which is those one that auto Jawahir Mani. A book that you own that Jawahir Mani, 1192 that is better than for you to recite the whole Mass Salata. The inside Jawahir Mani, that's why they call Prophet Mekedar Azim. So Allah is using one word which is order inside Quran, and then that word that no one can use it except all matters. They now went for and use it so that Prophet Mekedar Hakka Kadari or Mekedar Azim. So that's why, as a result of that, some Muslims believe that say that Prophet is greater than even Allah. Prophet have a creation that is greater than Allah, because they have come in between one another of His messenger. And then as a result of that, that's why you see Muslims, their head has been separated. Izala, Tariqa, we will find separated Izala, Tariqa, Brother, Kalakato, Tijaniya, Qadariya. Oh, that is in this country. When you go to another country, you will find the head of Muslim has been separated. As here and there, they have separated. Because of they have come in between one another of His messenger. So see, look at it. We call a prophet with the name that can never be called, that can never be used by anyone except Almighty Allah. Look at it. So you see, the head of Muslim has become separated because of disobeying the law. La nufarriqu. So you see, but so you see, look at it. So here, all this one that we are seeing that they are calling prophet, from there the head of Muslim has become separated. From there, this one will be calling Izala, Izala, and then when they had their head separated, they started taking each other enmity. Izala will say that instead of him to pray in the Salat, in the mosque, in the Tariqa mosque, he rather go and pray in the burial ground. Tariqa will say that instead of him to pray, perform Salat in Izala mosque, he rather go to church and perform Salat. Shia will come, say that instead of him to perform Salat, I rather go to bush and perform Salat. Look at it. Their head has been separated, calling themselves with nickname. Look at it. Calling themselves with nickname. Then that is in this country. In other country, you will be here, you will be seeing Muslim, their head has been separated. Then who bring the source? That is Arab Imam. Imam al-Fiqh. They are the foundation of this separation of head. Because they are the one that went for an auto, went for and translate Salat say why. They are the one from there, when they translate Salat to a Du'ai, then Bishop Ibori now went for and take Du'ai and go and auto a book called Jawahir Mani 1192 that was better than going to recite the Quran 6,000. They inside that Jawahir Mani, that's why we Salat Fati. They inside Salat Fati, that's why they call Prophet half hak true of his ability to great hak kadari woman idara. Look at it. There also again, Arab Imam, they are the one that auto the hadith, which is order wow. Allah will give command say that we should not allow the Salat, don't hide it, follow a way between inside the hadith, you find we should go allowed to go hide it. Allah says that we should take our fast after Salat, so we went scared, and then we break our fast after Salat, make it for Salat, we went scared. Then they went for the right side that hadith of Prophet, which they auto say that we should go and take our fasting before Salat, so when the sky is in darkness, and then we break our fasting before Salat, but the word is on the side. So you see, you have to take your fast in the darkness and then you preach it again. Look at it. So you see. So you see, they all told the hadith. So they are the cause, the foundation, separation of the head of Muslim. That's the Arab Imam. That's why you see some of them will believe in what Allah said inside Quran. They are true believers. Some of them you find them. They believe some part of it. They are believing in the hadith which claim the Arab out. You see, separation of head. Look at how they do it. They separate the head. Because of they have come in between one another of his message. Then Allah said in Surah Al-Hajj, chapter 22, verse 48, Allah said, وَجَاهِدُكُمْ فِي اللَّهِ حَقَّ جِهَادِهِ وَاتَّبَعَكُمْ وَمَا جَعَلَ عَلَيْكُمْ فِي الدِّينِ مِنْ حَرَجٍ مِلَّةَ أَبِيكُمْ إِبْرَاهِيمَ وَسَمَّاكُمْ الْمُسْلِمِينَ مِنْ قَبْلُ وَفِي هَذَا ليكون الرسول عليكم شهيدا ويكونوا شهداء على الناس وأقيموا الصلاة وآتوا الزكاة واعتصموا بالله هو مولاكم فنعم المولى ونعم النصير. You see, and then strive hard as you took oath to strive. And then Allah has not laid any hardship upon you. He chooses you to invite people to the door of Islam, and then He has not laid any hardship upon you. Millata abikum Ibrahim, this is the religion of your father Ibrahim. Who sammakum al-Muslimin min qabl fi hada. It is He, Allah, who named you Muslim, but before understand. It is Allah that named the whole world entirely Muslim of the whole world entirely Muslim, but before understand. During the time of Prophet Isa Islam, it's Almighty Allah is one that named all the Muslims in the whole world entirely Muslim. And then everywhere you go, they call themselves Muslim. It is Allah is one that named Allah is one that named the time of Prophet Dawud Islam Muslim. All the time, all over the world, all the time you find them call themselves Muslim. During the time of Prophet Musa Islam, Allah is one that named the whole world Muslim. The whole entirety they call themselves Muslim. During the time of Prophet Ibrahim Islam, Allah is one that named the whole world Muslim. All the it is He, Allah, who named you Muslim, but before understand. But look at it, they are calling themselves nickname. Izala, Braza, Kalakatu. Where does one? Isn't it Sarpan? Tajaniya, Kadariya. Where does nickname? Isn't it Sarpan? It's not. You will find it. No, there's no way. Isn't it? Allah says one that named not Muslim. So instead of not to bear that name Muslim, they went for and they calling themselves nickname, separating their head. And then that foundation of separating their head, that is Arab Imam. They are the one that went for and also the hadith, another hadith shared what with Allah and which is one. If they have taken the whole one, believe in it as one single hadith in the whole world, then all the head of Muslim will be one community. Because when you go to the whole world entirely, everywhere you find the whole one, the hadith will always one. Then if you have taken the hadith of Allah as one single hadith, we will take the head of Muslim will be together, because whatever you see inside this whole world, that's what you see in the whole world in another country. You see, our head will be together, but they are the one that brings separation of head. Then Allah said in Surah Al-Mu'min, chapter 23 of Quran, verse 52 to 54 said, وَإِنَّ هَذِهِ أُمَّتُكُمْ أُمَّةٌ وَاحِدَةٌ وَأَنَا رَبُّكُمْ فَاتَّقُونِ. And this your religion is one religion. What is the religion of Islam? It's one ummah, one religion. And I'm your Allah, therefore fear. Then verse 53 said, وَتَقَطَّعُوا أَمْرَهُمْ بَيْنَهُمْ زُبُرٌ كُلٌّ حِزْبٍ بِمَا لَدَيْهِمْ فَرِحُونَ. They have separated their head. They have come, they separate their religion, separate their head. In between one another says, one another of themselves. Each of them believe, each of them see that where he's standing, he believe and what is meaning. فَذَرُكُمْ in Surah Al-Mu'min chapter 23 verse 63 said, فَتَقَطَّعُوا أَمْرَهُمْ بَيْنَهُمْ زُبُرٌ. And then they have come, separated their head, calling themselves nicknames. Each of them believe where he is standing on the right way. Have broken, meaning they have come and broke their religion among themselves into sects. Each group rejoice in what is with it as it is believed. Have broken their religion into sects. You see, by coming in between one another's message. That is the foundation of it. Then the Arab Imam, they are the one that caused Muslim caught in between one another of the messenger of all mankind, because they went for an auto hadith. And then this hadith that we are saying, all the hadiths of Almighty Allah, that's all the book that are sending his messenger with it, prophet with it. And then when the prophet comes, what they do, they translate the hadith of Almighty Allah. So instead of them to do that, to explain to the messenger that, no, they went for an auto hadith. Share equal to Allah hadith. So you see, from there, we have the one that believes in the whole one, we have the one that they have also another books again. That's what brings separation of head. This one, they are calling themselves nickname. They believe in this one, they believe in this one. Look at it. So look at it. Then Allah said that they have said, they have separated themselves. They have broken their religion among them into sects. Each group rejoice in what it is as to believe. Look at it. Then verse 54 said, فَذَرْهُمْ فِي غَمْرَةٍ حَتَّى حِينٍ. Leave them in their error of a time. Leave them in their error of a time. Look at it. Leave them in their error of a time. Then look at it. If you call yourself nickname, Izala, Brother, Kala, Kato, Tijaniya, Brother, Kadriya, Tijaniya, then you should know to yourself that all your salat, all your fasting, all whatever you do in Islam, you are doing them in error. Whatever you do in Islam, you are doing them in error, because the verse said, leave them in the error of the time. Those ones that broke their religion started calling themselves nicknames. Izala, Brother, Kalaka. They call themselves nicknames. You find you think that they are enemy of each other. Izala would take Tariqa as an enemy. Do not take it. You see, that's because of nickname. Then from there, this one said that you will not play, you will not perform salah in this mosque. Izala said that you will not perform salah in Tariqa mosque. Instead of him for him to perform salah in Tariqa mosque, he rather go to the ground and perform salah. Tariqa will say that you will not perform salah in the mosque Izala. Instead of him to perform salah in the mosques of Izala, he rather go to church and perform salah. Shia will say that he will not perform salah in their mosques. Instead of him to perform salah in their mosques, he rather go to the bush and perform salah. Look at it. Calling themselves things, taking themselves as enemy. So Allah says that فَذَرْهُمْ فِي غَمْرَةٍ حَتَّى leave them in the error of a time. If you are Izala, if you call yourself nickname Izala, Brother, Kala, Kato, Tijaniya, those nicknames, separate your head, then you should know to yourself that Allah said, فَذَرْهُمْ فِي غَمْرَةٍ حَتَّى leave them in the error of a time. Then your salat, your fasting, all whatever you do in the religion of Salah, you are doing them in error. And then when you look at it, our salat is not command of all Mitala. That's a serious Sarupa. When the head of Muslims separated, Allah said, well, don't allow the salat. What I don't hide it. What the give but follow everything. Then today, Muslim, because of their head are broken, they separate themselves, they are allowing the salat, and then they hide it. You say that one is error. Does it? That is error. Then again, Allah said, we should take our fasting. After salat, when the sky is blue, and then we break our fast after salat, what is before salat, what is sky blue? What is sky blue? That is don't perform that. That's what all matter. Then the name of unity, the whole matter. That's special. But today, because of they have broken their religion into sects, each of them rejoice in what others believe. Look at it. The fast, they take fast. The criminal that bring the separation of head, they now went for a telling that if you take a fast before salat subhi, when the sky is darkness, and then break a fast before salat maghrib, when the sun is hiding. So you see, you have to take a fast in the darkness and then break in the day. Look at it. That is error. Look at it. That is error. Look at the one that is written inside Quran. What Allah is saying inside Quran is different. What they are telling the Muslims to do is different. So see, Allah says, فَذَرُكُمْ فِي غَمْرَةٍ leave that in the error of it. Then your salat and fasting is not command. Your salat and fasting is not command of all material that is written inside Quran. Your salat and fasting, the whole one has rejected, has cast out, and they put it back there. Then that one, what remains the Muslim of the whole will do that to please Allah with. So look at it. So you see, their salat is error, their fasting is error. They leave them in their error of it. Die. Look at it. There's a general warn us in Surah Al-Hujurat, chapter 49 of Quran, verse 10 to 11. Verse 10 said, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنِينَ إِخْوَةٌ فَأَصْلِحُوا بَيْنَ أَخَوَيْكُمْ وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ لَعَلَّكُمْ تُرْحَمُونَ. He said, mu'min, they are believers, they are brother of each other. So make consideration of each other, and then وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ, fear Allah, لَعَلَّكُمْ تُرْحَمُونَ, whether you may receive mercy. We are brother of each other. Then we make consolation. Meaning that nickname that we are calling ourselves, dividing ourselves, broken our religion, we now break our head together and bear that name. That's our name us, all the Muslim forward. Allah says, "One I created the world." Say, who was some man from a Muslim will come of Allah. It's Allah. Who named you Muslim born before this time? So the entire prophet Isa alayhi salam, Allah says, "One named the Muslim of the world Muslim." And every corner you go, you find a Muslim called themselves. The tower prophet, Allah says, "One name the whole world Muslim." And every corner you go, you find them called themselves Muslim. In the tower prophet Musa alayhi salam, Allah says, "Is one name the whole world Muslim." All everywhere you go, you find them called themselves Muslim. In the tower prophet the tower prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, Allah says, "One name the whole world Muslim." And everywhere you go, every corner you go, you find them called themselves Muslim. So you see, he's one that created the whole world entirely, and then he's one that name of that is command of all matter. Then therefore, that is under most you bear that name Muslim. And then you make a cancellation in between one another of yourself. Meaning you take yourself as a brother. Don't take yourself as an enemy. Any Muslim, wherever you are, from any country you are, we are together. We are community. Take ourselves as a brother. They make cancellation. That nickname that you are calling yourself, that broken religion that you broke, that all that one, you now clear it. Make a cancellation to one another of yourself. And they don't scream louder that bring the source. That bring the source whenever they onto the hadith, whenever and translate that whenever and all those commands they are telling you, you now reject it, you now stop it. You now follow the whole word, recite the whole word, translate it, understand the translation first. Well, and then you follow the command of all the time, how you want it. You say, "Wattaqullah," meaning you fear Allah, meaning you take the hadith of Allah as one single hadith, the whole one, and then you believe in it. When the prophet take the hadith of Allah, which is all one, as one single hadith, the whole one. When they come, what they do, they translate the hadith of Allah, which is all one. Every kalam, every word that comes outside from the mouth of Allah is a translation of the hadith of Allah, which Allah has said even. So when you take the hadith of Allah as one single hadith, the whole one, and then you believe in it, you act on it, meaning you believe in it, you act on it, meaning you take it and preach word only. So you see, our head will be together. Allah says, "Wattaqullah," meaning you fear Allah. And if you do that, you see, that's fear of all about Allah. لَعَلَّكُمْ تُرْحَمُونَ, whether you may receive this. Look at it. Then, verse Surah Al-Hujurat, chapter 4, verse 11 said, "Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu la yaskhar qawmun min qawmin asa yakuna khayran minhum wala nisa'un min nisa'in asa yakuna khayran minhum wala talmizu anfusakum wala tanabadhu bil alqab bi'sa al-ismu al-fusuq ba'da al-iman wa man lam yatub fa ulaika humuz zalimun." It says, all you who believe, scoff not one another, scoff not on one another. It may be that later will be better than former. It may be that later generation will be better than former in obedience to Almighty Allah, in following the command of Almighty Allah, the way Allah wanted, how He wanted, exactly the way He wanted. Nor let a woman scupper at one another woman at another. It may be that later will better the former. Nor let a woman to scupper at another woman. It may be that later will better the former. It may be that later generation will better the former in obedience to Almighty Allah, in following the best part of one which Allah chooses for us in our salat and fasting, in judgment, and in all activities, in doing the commandment the way Allah wants it, how you want it, exactly the way you want it, in taking Allah as one, meaning believe in Allah. Do the command order. Do Allah want it how you want it. So then he said, well, tell him don't separate yourself into group. The way Izala separate themselves into group, calling themselves nickname. The way the Rika separated themselves into group, calling themselves nickname. The way Shia separated themselves into group, and they call themselves by nickname. The way Kalakato separate themselves into group and they call themselves nickname. The way brother call themselves separate themselves into group and they call themselves nickname. The way Kadariya called separate themselves into group and they call themselves nickname. The way Tijaniya call themselves separate themselves into group and they call themselves nickname. There are now what he said. Wala tell him don't separate yourself into group. Wala tanabazu bil alqab. No, you call yourself by nickname. That nickname, that is Izala, Brother, Kalakato, Tijaniya, Kadiriya, Shia. It is Wala tanabazu bil alqab. All those Izala, Brother, Kalakato, Tijaniya, where is it written inside one? It's not written. What Allah, the name that Allah name of say, who sammakum al-Muslim min qabl wa fi hada. It is here Allah who named you Muslim, but before understand the whole word entirely. Allah says, "I named them Muslim," and then they appear in the name of Muslim. So it is must on that must for you the whole word entirely. Whatever Muslim, be a said Muslim. Allah says, "When I created and then He named the so that is command of all matter on that must you believe." You name, you bear that name, you answer Muslim everywhere you go. If somebody says that, which group are you? Are you in Izala? No, I'm not in any group. I am a Muslim because that is named. That's our name. You see, that's clear. Only a Muslim brother that doesn't know come to Izala. Which group are you? I'm in a Rika group. I'm in a Rika. They say, no, I'm not. I'm not that group. I'm not in any group. The name that Allah name us Muslim, I'm a Muslim. That because that name that Allah if you're Muslim that doesn't know, come to Israel, which is those one a group, which is Shia group, come to Israel. What group are you? You not tell him that I'm not in any group. I'm not bearing any nickname. The name that Allah name us inside whole one, that's what I'm which is Muslim. Who is sammakum al-Muslim min qabl fi hada? It is Allah. It's Allah who named the Muslim one to understand. The whole word entirely, Allah says, "Gonna name the Muslim." To every corner you go, you find them calling themselves Muslim. They say, "Wala tanabazu bil alqab." No, you call yourself by nickname, which is Izala, Brother, Kalakato, Tijani. Don't call yourself Muslim. Be a listener for so bad. They say, how bad is this? A Muslim who believes in Allah. How bad it is to insult one brother Muslim after having faith. After having faith. How bad is it for you to call brother with a nickname, Izala, Brother, Kalakato, Tijaniya? Then Allah said the verse say, وَمَنْ لَمْ يَتُوبْ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الظَّالِمُونَ. Whosoever didn't stop this thing, then he is among the Zalimun. Whoever didn't stop this, calling themselves, if you didn't stop from calling yourself Izala, nickname, those groups that call themselves Izala. If you didn't stop from calling yourself Tariqa, those groups that call themselves Tariqa. If you didn't stop from calling yourself Shia, those groups that call themselves Shia. If you didn't stop from calling yourself brother, those groups that call themselves brother. If you didn't stop from calling yourself Kalakato, those groups that call themselves Kalakato. If you didn't stop from calling yourself
Tijaniya, those groups that call themselves Tijaniya. If they didn't stop from calling themselves Qadariya, those groups that call themselves Qadariya. Then Allah said, "For ulaika humu zalimun." Those are zalim. So therefore, this is a warning to the Muslim of the world. Fear the name that's our name. You say, who was some man when the Muslim make up your fihan? It is Allah. It's Allah. Who named the Muslim? Who named you Muslim? What for this time? The time of all the prophets, as I said, that's what I named the Muslim. And every corner you go, everywhere you go, you find them call themselves Muslim. So this time, under mosque, you call yourself Muslim. Anyway you are. Allah said, إنما المؤمنين إخوة فاصلحوا بين أخواتكم واتقوا الله لعلكم ترحمون. Muslims, they are brothers. So make a cancellation between one another of yourself. واتقوا الله, then you fear Allah لعلكم ترحمون, whether you may receive mercy. Meaning cancellation. Those groups that by those nicknames and then those groups that you separate yourself, they call yourself with nickname, you stop it, you now come and take yourself as one, the way hadith of Almighty Allah, which is worldwide. When you go to every country, the way you see the hadith of Allah, which is worldwide in this country, that's how you find it in other country. And then what is written inside hadith of Allah, which is worldwide, that's the same thing you find there. So therefore, the Muslim, their head will be together, the way the worldwide is, the way hadith of Allah. Do Allah say, we be community, one community. We believe in it. We believe in it only because hadith of Allah is holy Quran, which Allah sent prophet with, and then when prophet come, he translate every kalam, every word. Then we now believe in it. We now take it as one single hadith. We now make a cancellation between one ourselves. We take ourselves brothers. Then wattaqullah, then you take the hadith of Allah, you bring your word. You make sure that the head of Muslim big community. Why? Meaning you fear Allah. La'allakum turhamun, whether you may receive mercy. So you see the Arab Imam that went forth and then bring the separation of head of the Muslim, went forth and also the hadith, share what Allah hadith, now prophet. With those come with their command entirely, with their books entirely, we now reject it. Because the whole Quran has rejected their command, has cast outside. Their salah that they went for that tell you that you should go allow the salah hadith, and then the fasting that they went for that tell you that you take a fasting before salat way, and then break fasting before salat maghrib, meaning you have taken your fasting in the darkness and then break it day. All those commands that they have given to you, the whole Quran has rejected. So therefore, you also reject their command, reject whatever they are saying, because the salat is not command of all material. Then the fasting that they are telling to do is not command of all. So you reject their command. You follow the command of all material that's written in one. Because those things that they are telling you to do is error. And then when you continue following the truth, your head will never be together. So you reject their command, you reject their whatever they are saying. Then you follow the command of all the time that is written in one. Exactly the way Allah said. A way in between the just for us, the best of God. Allah said that we should adjust our voice in salat. Say, don't allow the salat. Don't hide it. What the given is that, but follow everything. Then that everything you follow it, you adjust your voice, meaning you allow the hand. Unless somebody come pull out to you, you hear, I said this, but Prophet says salat. Then you now follow everything. You will just for us a fast. You take a fast after salat away when it's got blue, and then break a fast after salat maghrib, no, before salat isha when it's got blue. Then when it's got blue, that the storm around that will follow that. Then you follow that. That's what you follow command all way tell. Where Allah wanted, how you want it, exactly the way you want it. Like Allah will turn up. Where do I get the best? So he says, so therefore, you now take messenger, prophet of all as one prophet. Don't come in between one another of themselves. You take all the prophet, because when the prophet come, they doesn't have anything. They doesn't have whatever what they do. Allah sent them with hadith. What is the hadith of Allah? So and then each generation, each prophet, when they come, they translate the hadith of Allah. That's what they do. Allah sent them to deliver the and then you come and then translate, instruct you, tell you what to do. So you now take Prophet of Almighty Allah as one. They are one. That is what will bring the head of Muslim to be one as one community. So you see that one that the Arab Imam they are telling you see is error. though the Holy One has rejected, so therefore you also you reject it. That's it. Then also again, when we come to the Surah Al-Kahfi, chapter 18 of the Quran, verse 96 to 97. You see, Arab Imam, they went for and tell you that they went for that lie for you because that one is a lie. They went for and tell you that Yajuj and Majuj, every day they are digging ground. They are digging ground every day until they remain until the ground remain the like of thickness of mat before they come outside to this world. Then that time they will now go in the evening. They will now go back to home. Allah will come in the night and then cover that hole that they dig. Then when they come in the morning, they will meet that place that they dig as if they never even touch it. Then Yajuj and Majuj will continue digging it. Will start digging it again until the earth, until it remain like a thickness of man before they will come outside to this world. Then in the evening they will go back to home and say that tomorrow, whether Allah like it or not, we will come outside to this world. Then Allah will come in the night and then fill up where they dig. And then when they come tomorrow, they will find it as if they never dig it. Then again, Yajuj and Majuj will continue digging again. Will start digging again. When they dig it, it will remain like a thickness of man. Before they come outside to this world, then the Yajuj and Majuj will go back to home and say that whether Allah like it or not, will come outside to this world. Then Allah, when they go, Allah will come in the night and then fill up the gap, fill up where they dig. Tomorrow when they come, they will find it as if they never dig it. That is why again, the day that Yajuj and Majuj will dig the ground, and then when it is made like a thickness of mud before they come outside to this world, that day when they want to go back home, and then they say, Inshallah, tomorrow we will come outside to this world. Then tomorrow when they come, they will meet where they dig, where it is. And then they will not dig it a little and then come outside to this world. Look at the lie that the criminal Arab been lying to the Muslim. Lying! Look at the lie. Then, when we go to Surah Al-Kahfi, look at what happened in Surah Al-Kahfi. Allah said, there cannot build a wall between people near to a mountain and the Yajuj and Majuj, between the people that near to the mountain. Look at it. He built a wall. Look at it. Verse 95 to 96 to 97. Look at it here. Look at the verse here in Surah Al-Kahfi. Look at it here in Surah Al-Kahfi. Said, verse 95 said, قال ما مكني فيه ربي فإنني بقوة أجعل قال ما مكني فيه ربي خيرا فإنني بقوة أجعل بينكم وبينهما رجما. He said, Zulkarnain said, the one authority and power in which Allah has established me is better than your attributes. So help me with your strength of man. I will erect between you and them a body, I mean a wall. Then verse 96 said, آتوني زبر الحديد حتى إذا ساوى بين الصرفين قال انفخوا حتى إذا جعله نارا قال آتوني أفرغ عليهم قطرا. He said, give me a piece of metal cord. Give me a piece block of iron. Give me a piece of block of iron. Then when he has filled up the gap between the two mountain cliffs, then he said, no. Then when he has made them red as fire, he said, bring me a metal copper to pour over them. So see, then verse 97 said, so the Yajuj and Majuj, meaning Gog and Magog, could not scale it nor dig through it. So Yajuj and Majuj, Gog and Magog, could not scale it nor dig through it. Look at it. When we come to Barman. So Yajuj and Majuj could not scale it. That is possible. No, dig through it. That's second part. Then the third part says, Atuni Ofrego Alayke Ketron. When they have filled up the gap with the black iron, set red fire on it, has turned to red, then he can say, Atuni Ofrego Alayke. Give me a metal copper to pour over there. When he pour metal copper up over the black iron that turned to red, then he now built a wall, strong wall, in between the people near to the mountain and the Ajabani. That wall, you see, when you take hammer and then you hit a stone, the stone can easily break. But when you take hammer and hit that wall, it will not break. You build a strong wall in between there. So you see, look at what is written inside Horwan. But create that Arab went for that. The Muslims said that they are digging ground every day until they remain like the lack of thickness of man before they come outside this wall. Then when it is evening, they will now go back home and say that whether Allah like it or not, we will come outside to the wall tomorrow. Then Allah will come in the night and then fill up the hole that they dig. Tomorrow when they come, they will treat it as if they never dig it. Then when they come again, they will start digging. When they dig it, when they come tomorrow, they will start digging. Then when they dig it, the day that they dig it, it remains like a thickness of mass before they come outside this world. And then when they want to go back home, and they say, Inshallah, tomorrow we dig through it. We will come outside tomorrow. Then tomorrow when they come, they will meet where they dig, where it is. And then they will just dig it a little and then come outside to this world. Look at it. Look at the lie that they lie. Look at their lie. Where that one is written inside one. Inside the old one, as I said, Zerkanai that built the wall. He said, Atuni Zibar Hadith, Hatta is a sawa by the Sarafain all of folk. Hatta is a Jana Hunar Alo Atuni, all Atuni Ofrego Ali. I said, give me piece block of iron. Then when he has filled up the gap in between mountain cliff, he said blood. Then when he has made them red as fire, he said, Atuni Ofrego Ali. Give me a metal cover to pour over it. Then verse. Next some say, for master power, I yes have a master power. So Yajuju and Maju will not scale it or dig through it. So look at it. So you see, so that right that they are lying to you, the Holy Quran has rejected. The whole Quran has rejected that line. The one that they are telling say that the Yajuj and Majuj will come in the night, will come and then be digging ground every day. When they dig it, when it remain like a thickness of mud, then they will go back to home and say that whether Allah like it or not, tomorrow we'll dig through it and come outside to go. Then when they go back home in the night, then Allah will come in the night and then feel where they dig. Tomorrow when they come, they will make it as if they never dig it. They will dig tomorrow when they come tomorrow and then dig it. It remains like a taken of man before they come outside the world. The day that they say, Inshallah we will dig through it, then that day they will come and meet where they dig, where it is, and then they will dig it a little and then come outside the world. You see, that is a lie that they lie. Then that lie, the whole Quran has rejected and then throw it back. Inside the whole Quran, there and then build a hole between Yajuj and Majuj. Wall he built with black iron. And then he poured metal copper over it. So that he say, for Master, why yes, or Master, so Yajuj and Majuj could not scan through it or dig through it. Look at it. So, that lie that they are telling you, look at the correction of the lie that they are telling you. What is written, instead of them to tell you what is written inside one, they went for it and they will tell you a different. So look at it here. So this is, so now, you Muslim, you believe in what is written inside one. Make sure you know the whole one to the translation, to your translation. Understand the whole one to your translation. So that you will be saved from their lie. Understand the whole one to your translation, to your own language. Understand it well, so that you will be saved from their lie. So this is the correction of the error that they are telling you. So that's the day. Then again, when we go to again the Surah Al-Kahfi, chapter 18 of Quran, verse 1 and 10 said, قل إنما أنا بشر مثلكم يوحى إلي أنما إلهكم إله واحد ومن كان يرجو لقاء ربه فليعمل عملا صالحا ولا يشرك بعبادة ربه أحدا. Say, Muhammad said, say, I am only a man like you. What is messenger? I am only a man like you. It has been revealed to me that your Allah is one. So whosoever hope for meeting with his Allah, let him walk righteous and associate none as a partner in worship of his Allah. Look at what the verse says. Prophet said, "Qul innama ana basharun mislukum yuha ilayya." I am a man like you. Reveal to me that you Allah, annama ilahu one, that you Allah is one. فَمَنْ كَانَ يَرْجُو لِقَاءَ رَبِّهِ فَمَنْ كَانَ يَرْجُو لِقَاءَ رَبِّهِ فَلْيَعْمَلْ عَمَلًا صَالِحًا. Whosoever hope to meet Allah, his Allah, then he should walk righteously. وَلَا يُشْرِكْ بِعِبَادَةِ رَبِّهِ, and then you should not ascribe partner none in worship of his Allah. So look at it here. But today, you see these people that they are doing beggar, which is a praising prophet. Those criminals, Muslim hypocrites, that they have been praising prophet. Instead of them to praise Allah, they went for and praise the prophet. And then when you go to one, oh, the prophet, they have been saying that, you see, inna Allah, alhamdulillah, rabbil alamin. All praise and thanks be to Allah. All praise and thanks be to Allah. Alhamdulillah. Fatir samawat, alhamdulillah. All praise and thanks be to Allah. Inna Allah ganiyyun hamid. All praise and thanks. So look at it. Allah is honor of praise. But today, there are some Muslims, what is hypocrites, what? Went for an present prophet. Instead of them to follow what prophet is telling them, the one that he's warning them, the message that he delivered to them, instead of them to follow that message and then do the command of Allah and tell her, you Allah want it. No, they went for it and then present prophet. Present prophet. Allah is honor of praise. They went for it and been singing. Those ones that been singing for prophet, which is beggar. That's a present now. That's a present. They used to sing for prophet. They're not sing. Meaning that present that they're present prophet, what is beggar? Inside the present, they started that. You see that is hypocrisy. That monarchic, they started it inside, from inside. Saying that if you want to praise prophet, if you want to sing for prophet, if you want to praise prophet, you have to do it inside. From inside your heart. That's where you started. Gradually. It now come outside. You gradually. It now reach a level that you will find Muslims. Those ones that they are doing beggar, that's what they call it in Hausa. That's what we call it in Hausa. Beggar. Present prophet. You will find them. They are singing for prophet. They are singing for prophet. Beating drum. It has written left. That they are singing for prophet, beating drum, dancing. It has reached a level that gradually, it has reached a level that today you find Muslims, they are singing for Prophet, clap, beating drum, dancing, clapping their hands. This thing, that is what they are doing to a disbeliever, kafir. And when kafir died, that's what they do to him. They used to beat, they used to sing for him, beat drum, dance, clapping their hand when they want to put him inside the grave. That's what the Muslims, some of the Muslims, do to the Prophet today. Those criminals singing for Prophet, beating drum, dancing, clapping their hand. That is what they are doing today. Disbeliever of Almighty Allah, kafir. When he died, they would beat drum, they would sing for him, beat drum, dance, clap their hand when they want to put him inside the grave. So look at it. They have taken the Prophet to another level. And then he said that I am a man like you. Allah revealed to me. قل إنما أنا بشركم قل إنما أنا بشر مثلكم أنا a man like you. يوحى إلي أنما إلهكم إله واحد. That your Allah is one. فمن كان يرجو لقاء ربه فليعمل عملا صالحا. Whosoever wants to meet his Allah, then he should work righteousness. ولا يشرك بعبادة ربه. And then share and then ascribe partner. None. Ascribe and associate none as a partner in worship with his Allah. Look at it. So look at what Prophet is saying. So that one, that singing for Prophet, begging, praise of Prophet, entirely the whole one has rejected. That is error. What Muslims have is sound of qira'ah. Only. Meaning recitation of one. That's what Muslims have. Arab language comes from right hand. If you like, use your right hand. If you like, you use your right hand. If you like, use your left hand. And writing, whatever you want to write, your writing must start from right hand. Allah is going to place it. Then the whole Quran is revealed in the Arab language that comes from right hand. Then if you believe in the whole Hadith Quran only, then you should know to yourself that you are at the right hand. Then if the Qira'ah, that sound of recitation of Quran, then if you turn your ears to the ear, if you turn the ears hearing the sound of Qira'ah only, then you should know to yourself you have given your ears to the right hand. That's what the Muslims have. Sound of Qira'ah only. Then English now will come from the left hand. If you like use the right hand, if you like use the left hand, your writing must start from left. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala press there. Then Bible is written in English now that come from the left hand. Then if you believe the Bible, then you should know to yourself you belong to left. Since this one, I think there's no one catching it. Then before I said it, before you go to their church, when you go to their church, you find Christians singing, dancing. Then if you are, what is music? Sound of music. Then if you turn against the sound of music, then you should know to yourself you have given your ears to the sound of. You have give your ears to the left. So you belong to left. So look at it. So sound of Qira'ah, that's what Muslims are. That's only thing that Muslims are. For those ones that they are singing for Prophet, clapping their hands, beating drum, all those ones that are beating their chest, all together, one has rejected for it. Let's go to the people hear the sound of Mandiri. That's Mandiri, Manafik. And then those ones started from Arab. Mandiri, Manafik. That's Mandiri. Those ones that hear the sound of Mandiri. That is Manafik. So the whole one has rejected. What Muslims have is sound of Qira'ah only. Then Prophet. Then in that their present Prophet, you'll be hearing them called Prophet. Name. Name that is not supposed to. So the whole one has rejected. So therefore, you also you reject that one. You follow the one that Allah is saying inside the Quran. Then we now go to Surah Al-Taha, chapter 21, verse 108. Verse 108 said, Surah Al-Taha, chapter 20 of the Quran, verse 108. Look at the verse here. يومئذ يتبعون الداعي لا عوج له وخشيت الأصوات للرحمن فلا تسمع إلا همسا. He said, on the day mankind will follow strictly the voice of Allah caller, no crooked, meaning that is without going to the right or left of that voice will be shown. Will they show him Allah caller, and all voice will be humbly for the most gracious Allah, and nothing you shall hear but low voice of their footsteps. يوم تبدل الأرض غير الأرض والسماوات. Here in Surah Al-Taha, chapter 21, verse 1, it said, يومئذ يتبعون الداعي لا عوج له وخشية الأصوات للرحمن فلا تسمع إلا همسا. On the day, mankind will follow strictly to the voice of Allah, meaning no crookedness, meaning neither turn to the right of that, neither turn to the left of that voice, nor to the right of that voice. You follow strictly the voice of Allah. And then he said that وَخَشِيَةَ الْأَصْوَاتِ لِلرَّحْمَنِ فَلَا تَسْمَعُ إِلَّا هَمْسًا. And then you will hear anything. And then all voice will be humble to the most gracious Allah. And nothing you shall hear except the low voice of their footsteps. Look at what verse is saying. But today Arab Imam went forth a lie on Muslims, telling them that on the day of resurrection you will be running. On the day of resurrection we will be running to the extent that our leg will be touching our neck at the back. Say on the day of resurrection everyone will be running until your leg at the back will be touching your neck at the back. You see, that is lie. That one is lie. I think that lie has been long, and they have been lying. Say that on the day of return, everybody will be running to the extent that your leg will be touching your neck at the back. Look at that lie. That's a lie. Look at the verse here. It says, وَخَشِيَةَ الْأَصْوَاتِ لِلرَّحْمَنِ فَلَا تَسْمَعُ إِلَّا هَمْسًا. And then all the voice will humble to the most gracious Allah. And then nothing you shall hear except low footstep of their low voice of their footsteps. Low voice of their footsteps. Look at the verse here. Low voice of their footsteps. Meaning, when you are walking with your shoes, somebody that is near there will be hearing your steps when you are walking with your shoes in your leg. But when you remove the shoes in your leg, if you are walking with your leg, unless somebody pay attention to that your leg before he hear it. That is what Allah said. Say that. فلا وخشية الأصوات للرحمن فلا تسمع إلا همسا. You would, all the voice will humble to the most gracious Allah, and then nothing you shall hear except low voice of the footstep. When you remove the shoes and then you are walking with your leg, unless somebody pay attention, he will hear that your step. And then when you look at it, when you remove shoes, you walk with your leg. That is a way between. that sound of your leg is away with you. Away with you, away matter. And then also again, when you come to eat food, when you are choosing the food, you listen to the sound. You will hear it little. That's the way with you. And then that's the way to the such for us in the Salah that I just avoid you will not allow the height. You avoid just avoid unless somebody come closer to you, you will hear as if this man is inside you. Listen. Still away with you, that's what you will follow and then meet Allah. When you hear the sound, you will hear the sound literally to when you remove the shoes in your leg. You're walking. So that's why Allah said, وَخَشْيَةَ الْأَصْوَاتَ الرَّحْمَنِ فَلَا تَسْمَعُ إِلَّا هَمْسًا. And then you will hear, and then all the voice will humble to the multiplication of Allah. And then nothing you shall hear except no voice of their footsteps. You see, that is written, that's one that is written in that one. Therefore, the one that Arab went for that tell you that on the day of return, we will be running. All people will be running. Their leg will touch their heart to the extent that their leg will touch their neck and the back. That one is a lie. So the whole one has rejected that one, has come to one outside. Has rejected that one, has cast that one outside. So you see it. When you are running, somebody will be hearing your running. When you are running, either with shoes, without shoes, somebody that is there will be hearing the sound of it. Then no footstep, no voice of your leg. That is when you remove your shoes in your leg, then you are walking. You are walking. Somebody that is there, that near to you, unless he pay attention before he hear it. What is it? The Quran has rejected that one. They tell you, say that on the day of resurrection, you will be running to the extent that your leg will touch your neck and the back. Where that one is written? Look at what Allah is written here. Right here. What does it mean? So does it. So now that one that they're telling you is Aaron. Look at the one that's written someone. Look at it here. Low voice of your footsteps. And the low voice of the footstep, that is when you remove your shoes, when you are walking. Unless somebody pay attention, that's where you will be hearing your voice little, the voice of your leg little. That's it. Then also again, when we go to Surah Al-Anbiya, chapter 21 of the Word Word, verse 107 said, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. And we have sent you not but as a mercy to alamin, mankind. We have sent you not but as a mercy to alamin. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. We have sent you not but as a mercy to the alamin. All mankind. So you see, this verse that we are seeing, all the Muslims, they believe that Allah sent Prophet Muhammad as a message to the Alamin alone. There's only one, is only among the messengers Allah sent to the Alamin. Say that all the messengers Allah sent them to the town, to the villages. Look at insult. Look at insult. That is insult. Allah said that He created a generation that is even tight, filled the world, tight than us. They are tight, they are filled, they fill the world. And you will not come and say that Allah said, you see it? So Allah says, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. That is all prophet. That is all prophet. Every prophet Allah sent him to the enemy, the world entirely. In the time of Prophet Musa, it's only one prophet Allah sent to the world entirely. So it's a mercy to the enemy. In the time of Prophet Isa alayhi salam, it's only one prophet Allah sent at that time to the enemy. And then that time is a mercy to the enemy. In the time of Prophet Dawud alayhi salam, it's only one prophet Allah sent to the enemy, and that is Prophet Dawud alayhi salam. Then that at that time, Prophet Dawud alayhi salam is a mercy to the enemy. In the time of Prophet Musa alayhi salam, it's only one Allah sent to the enemy. Then at that time is a mercy to the enemy. Firstly, all the prophets Allah sent at that particular time, they are mercy to the enemy. And each generation of each prophet Allah sent to this earth, at that particular time, they are mercy to the enemy. All mankind, jinns and all that exist. All the creation. Because that time is only that prophet in the enemy. Each generation of each prophet. So for those one that used to say that Prophet Muhammad is one that is sent to the enemy, to the whole world entirely, no, not him. Any generation of each prophet, Allah sent them to the whole world entirely, because at that generation, at that time, it's only that prophet at the time. So whatever in the world entirely at that particular time, that messenger that Allah sent, that prophet, is a message to the enemy. Look at it. And then Allah even said that He created a generation that is powerful than us, well than us, they feel the world tight than us. He said that He created a generation that are powerful than us, tight, fill the world. Fill the world than us. So you see, so does it. So that one that they are telling you that Prophet is the only one that they sent today as a message to the enemy. No, it's not only one. All the prophet of Almighty Allah, during their generation, if there are only one prophet at a particular time, there's only one prophet at each generation, each time. That's what I said, each generation. And at the time, it's only one prophet. Then that prophet is a mercy to the enemy. So that's one that Arab man tell you that Prophet is only one sent as a message to the enemy, to the whole world, send him to the whole world. Or that one is error. So the Quran has rejected that one. So the one is said, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ, meaning all the prophet that are sent at that particular time is only one prophet. Then that prophet, in generation, it's only one prophet. Then that prophet is a mercy to the alam, is a mercy to the whole world in turn. And then Allah said, it's what Al-Fasra chapter 41, verse 42, he said, Ma yuqalu laka illa man qad qila. The same thing I said, to say that. So whatever Allah created at that all the generations that passed before, that's what you find. That's what you see. So see here. So all the prophets, as I sent them to the enemy, mercy to the whole world. So that's the thing. So look at it, the verse in Surah Al-Anbiya. So when you come, you now believe on what Allah said inside the Quran. Those things that are telling to you, you now reject them. Look at it here. So philosophy behind وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ has no end. All the prophets of Almighty Allah, Allah sent them to the world entirely, and in each generation of each prophet, there's only one prophet in the world, and that prophet is a message of Allah in the world entirely. Doesn't it? Then again, when we go to Surah Al-Hajj, chapter 21, verse 36 to 37. Verse 36. Verse 32 to 37. You see? Some criminal, meaning Arab Imam, that author the hadith said that right in some hadith said that Allah when you slaughter a ram during Eid al-Kabir al-Fitr, say that blood that you slaughter a ram, that blood, that is the one that is take and create 1,000 angels with it. Say that during Eid al-Kabir al-Fitr, when you slaughter a ram, say that blood, that is what Allah take and then and create 1,000 angels with it. See, that's a lie. That's a lie that Ascar. You see? Then look at it inside the Quran, what Allah is saying here. In Surah Al-Hajj, chapter 21, verse 36 to 37, verse 37. وَالْبُطْنَ جَعَلْنَاهَا لَكُمْ مِنْ شَائِرِ اللَّهِ لَكُمْ فِيهَا خَيْرٌ فاذكروا اسم الله عليها صواف فإذا وجبت جنوبهم وكلوا منها وأطعموا القانع والمطر كذلك سخرناها لكم لعلكم تشكرون. And put it a cow, oxen and camel driven to be offered as a sacrifice by pilgrims at the sanctuary of Mecca. We made them for you as among the symbol of Allah, wherein you have much good to mention Allah's name over there, where they are drawn up in line for sacrifice. Then when they are down on their side after slaughtering, eat thereof and then feed poor those who does not ask men, but beggar who asks, fear poor who does not ask men, and the beggar who asks men. Thus we have made them just to you, that you might be grateful. Then verse 37 said, لَن يَنَالَ لُحُومُهَا وَلَا دِمَاؤُهَا وَلَكِنْ يَنَالُ التَّقْوَى مِنكُمْ كذلك سخرناها لكم لتكبروا الله على ما هداكم وبشر المحسنين. It is neither their meat nor their blood reach Allah, but it is pity from you that reach Allah. Thus that we made them subject to you, that you may magnify Allah for His guidance to you and give gladness to the Muslim good one. لن ينالوا لحومها ولا دماؤها ولكن ينالوا التقوى منكم. Their blood, their meat and the blood, neither their meat and their blood reach Allah. Meaning their meat and their blood doesn't reach Allah. But it is pity from you that reach Allah. Meaning, but it is faith that you have. That's one that reach Allah. Is it? So say, لن ينالوا لحومها ولا دماؤها ولكن ينالوا التقوى منكم. Now their meat and their blood reach Allah. Meaning, their meat and their blood doesn't reach Allah. ولكن ينالوا التقوى منكم. But it is pity from you that reach Allah. Meaning, but it is faith that you have. That is what that reach Allah. Look at it. So look at what is written inside of Quran. So you see, then Arab, my one for that, they tell you that when you slaughter a ram, during Eid al-Kabir, then the blood, that blood, that's what Allah is using to create 1,000 angels with it. See, that one is a lie. That is error. Then the whole one has rejected that one, has counted one answer. So the one inside the whole one answer said, لَن يَنَالُوا لُحُومُهَا وَلَا دِمَاؤُهَا وَلَكِنْ يَنَالُوا التَّقْوَى مِنكُم. Neither their meat and their blood reach to Allah. وَلَكِنْ يَنَالُوا التَّقْوَى مِنكُم. But it is paid from you, but it is paid from you that reach to Almighty. Meaning, their meat